Bibigyan ka na lang daw namin.
Hagardo Versosa. Alright. Anyway, habang nagsiset up yung aming uh, documentation, today we had an unbank where we had all commissioners present except physically present except Commissioner George Garcia, who was present via Zoom. So it's safe to say that all commissioners and the chairman have already assumed office, right? So they're basically hitting the ground running, joining an unbanked session the day after they all took their oath of office. So ready to go. Yeah, he's there. He's been here all afternoon, but syempre with all of the preparations, in and out lang siya. Okay. So everyone else, they were there. They were focusing on the work. Okay. So questions on SCTRO? I hear that you have some.
Sir, have you received it formally, and what will be the action of Comelec?
We haven't received the TRO yet formally, but we are aware of the contents of the TRO. And during the discussion in the unbank earlier, it was agreed that, of course, the Comelec will honor the TRO issued by the Supreme Court. We will continue with our baklas operations in public spaces as it is required by law. However, as far as baklas in private places, that is held in abeyance, in deference to the court.
Sir, what about yung comment? Who will be drafting that, the law deck?
We're still looking to see who's gonna draft the comment. Normally, that would be the OSG, but we still have to wait to see. As you know, the OSG has on occasion taken a contrary position to us, so we're going to have to wait to see what their position on this matter will be. Again, all things being equal, that should be the OSG preparing the statement for the Comelec.
Well, I'm going to ask one question now about the Comelec rapper.
Oh, of course you are.
What did the Comelec realize when it suspended the agreement? Kasi last week you were saying that there was proper vetting and the agreement and the underwent due diligence.
Right. Nothing has changed. The Comelec is still going to defend its position on the Rappler Memorandum on Agreement, except that with the case having been filed before the Supreme Court, there is, of course, the element of deference to the Supreme Court, which is why we're pulling back a little. No? We're simply suspending the implementation of the Memorandum Agreement. We're not abrogating it. So, wala naman ditong, walang reversal, walang realization, walang pagbabaliktad. It's just that, again, with the case pending before the Supreme Court, the Commission found it more prudent to wait for the Supreme Court to rule on it with finality.
So, is it Commissioner Inting's decision alone?
As far as I know, the Comelec is a collegial body, so all decisions have to be taken as a collegial decision. All right? Thank you. Oh, technical question. Yung alin?
Yung 5 persons per network, wala naman na, hindi na for story. Six na. Per network sa alam sa loob lang daw ba yun ng mismong venue? Pero yung, paano yung mga technical support?
Katulad nung sa ano dati, nung sa COC filing, pag nasa labas, iba yun. Yung sa loob. Yeah, pwede mag-live report. Pero wag naman doon sa loob habang nagdedebate, di ba?
Pwede sa pinto.
Oo.
Sir, may time na yung walkthrough Monday?
Walkthrough sa Monday is 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Okay.
Walkthrough yon ng 3 things eh. Pre-lat, yung hindi pa end-to-end yun. Walkthrough ng pre-lat, ng pagbubukas ng mga kits na ipadadala, no? We received a request, two things, pre-lat and then that thing. We received a request from several stakeholders that they be allowed to look at the boxes before those are sent to dispatch. Okay? When I say boxes, I'm talking about VCM boxes. Right? Kasi when we deliver these things to the field, nakakit yan. Yung kit na yan actually is just the box containing the VCM, the charging cable, everything else, the supplies, etc. So, gusto lang nila makitang buksan and then na makitang i-dispatch. The second thing that you're going to see is the pre-lat. Pre-lat refers to the pre-election logic and acceptance test. This is where the machines undergo a battery of tests to make sure that they are ready for deployment.
Sir, okay lang mag-press.
Okay lang. Sandali lang. Yung end-to-end that you all hear about will be scheduled for the 21st or the 22nd. Okay? And that will be done here in Manila. Okay? After the debates. We have a venue here in Manila. It's going to be at the Manila Diamond Hotel kung saan nagaganap din yung local source code review. And then after that, the week after that, that would be the 28th, if I'm not mistaken, that will then be the virtual walkthrough of the different servers of the Comelec. There will be an in-person anchor event dyan sa may UST Arena, Quad Arena. Alright? But for the 14th, our main event is the walkthrough at Santa Rosa. So please make sure that you hand in your names and your vehicles, yung license and registration, license plates and drivers ng vehicle so that we know kung sino yung papasukin natin doon. Vaccination cards are required, but you are not required to show an antigen test. Okay, question.
Sir, ask ko lang, while the case is pending sa Supreme Court, ano po magiging project ng Comelec against disinformation since napakalaki po ng disinformation ngayon?
Alam mo that's the thing, you know. There's a misconception that Comelec is entirely dependent on Rappler for offenses or initiatives against misinformation. That is not true. Okay? The Comelec itself is working with social media platforms to make sure that we're able to move against disinformation on those platforms. As far as the fact-checking is concerned, again, Rappler's agreement with the Comelec is to alert us or to fact-check news stories and to just alert us about that. We have other people doing that for the Comelec. I mean, you know, they're not doing it for the Comelec. There's no contractual relationship of any sort, but people do bring these things to our attention. So, again, these things will continue unabated. They are not covered by the TRO, and certainly no one has complained thus far that Comelec is moving against misinformation.
Okay, so basically wala po kayong backup news media organization that will partner with and so forth.
Well, all the media organizations are helping us with this,
Yeah,
no?
okay.
But not in a formal way.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Pagod na? Ayaw na?
Sir, pagod ka na kahapon.
Pagod na.
Oo nga eh.
Hindi na nakahapon.
Oo nga eh.
Baka naman bukas.
Baka naman.
Mawasayin sa next week. Meron ba? Okay.
Wala pa.
Sa topic ka lang.
Rappler. Hindi, the joke.
2.0.
Wala pa. Baka PTV4 sana.
Nabanggit mo yung Commissioner Garcia. Di ba may nabugit siya 80% admin. Tapos yung